Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews and thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today I have basically the Citizen Unite with Blue 3.0. This is model number BN0167-09W. I love the structural ink technology that they used in collaboration with Fujifilm. The original Unite with Blue came out a couple years ago. There was one in the middle, which is the E365 Unite with Blue that I actually have here, and I'll show you in a second. And then there's this one. All use the same technology. This is just the latest iteration. I love these watches. Let's check it out. All right, guys, this is typical Citizen scuba tank packaging. I'm gonna take it out here. All right. There's the tank. Let's get this out of the way. Before I do that, obviously, you get your warning down there and something else. I think your registration. But any sort of manuals or registration or anything like that is now done online with Citizen. So let's get this out of the way. Let's open it up. There you go. There's your first look at it. And I have to say right off the bat that this doesn't seem as pronounced as the first version. It doesn't seem as 3D or like deep as the first one does. It's still really nice looking, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't seem quite as pronounced in effect as in the very first version that I reviewed a couple years ago. All right, let's take this out here. Take it off its pillow. Let's get this tank out of the way. All right. Again, great looking watch, man. It just doesn't seem, again, as quite as pronounced as the first one. So as usual, I'll go ahead and give you all the 7 specs that you need to know. Then we'll talk a little bit more about this one. This shouldn't be a super long review. I say that almost every review, but then I end up going like 15 minutes into the review. Because this is basically just like the 3.0 version. Anyway, all right, so you're looking at a 44 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 11.5 millimeters thick. It's 50 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 20 millimeter BENEBiOL strap. Water resistance is 200 meters, which of course is 660 feet. You get the venerable Citizen E168 movement with about a 6-month power reserve. And you do get a mineral crystal, unfortunately, not a sapphire, with AR coating. If you want to check out all the specs, check down there in the description field. It's got a sign, Screwdown crown at 4 o'clock. This one weighs 96 grams, which is 2 grams more than the original. It's got Citizen's Natulite, Lume, and all that other good stuff. So again, check down there in the description field if you want to nerd out and check out all the specs. So this is kind of like, again, the third iteration or 3.0 of this Unite with Blue. Now, this is not actually called a Unite with Blue model. This is just, this just uses the structural ink technology as in the previous 2 versions, but it's not actually called a Unite with Blue model. Those 2, well, the first one was a couple years ago. Then there was the E365, which is this one, which is the one I have. Different dial, same technology. But a different dial. This is also called a Unite with Blue. This is the E365 movement, which lasts for a year on a charge. These last about 6 months. This obviously is bigger and heavier. I think this is 142 grams, where this one is 96 grams. But the basic, same technology, that structural ink technology that Citizen teamed up with Fujifilm to kind of make. All of these are polycarbonate dials, fancy word for plastic. And again, this is the second one, and this is the third one. I don't have an original Unite with Blue. I don't know why I didn't keep the original anyway. But funnily enough, this one has only 4,500 unnumbered pieces, and I'll talk about the unnumbered here in just a second, whereas this one has 87 unnumbered pieces, and the original Unite with Blue a couple years ago had 7,000 unnumbered pieces. Why Citizen doesn't number these pieces, I have no idea. I mean, they could make 10,000 of these and nobody would ever be the wiser. Why don't they go ahead and number them? I mean, they're all limited editions. I don't know why they don't number these things. But anyway, again, this is also a limited edition, just like the previous two versions. And I wish they would number these things. I think that would add a little special something to the watch if they would do that. Again, all of these have the 100% recycled polycarbonate dial. And again, this one just doesn't seem as deep as the previous, well, especially the original version. I don't know why, it just doesn't seem quite as deep. All the core specs are the exact same. This one is just 2 grams heavier than the original, which was at 94 grams. And of course, the big one I just showed you, the E365, that is 142 grams. So that's a big honker of a watch. That's also, let me bring it back in frame here. This is also 300 meter. Let me turn it around. This is also 300 meters water resistance, and this one and the original Unite Blue are only 200 meters water resistance, which of course y'all know is 660 feet, and the 300 meters are about 1,000 feet. This one also only has one bezel color. It's kind of like a dark teal, I guess, is the word I'm looking for, like a dark teal. The original had a two-tone dial, which was like a navy blue and like a light teal, I guess. Let me look here real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, it was like a navy blue and a green. This is just a really dark teal. All of them are fantastic watches. I love the structural ink technology in each one of them. I mean, we could look at the rest of this thing, but guys, I mean, it's a Promaster. It's one of the 200-meter Promaster divers that I think have been out for about 10 years now. Great looking watch. Citizen doesn't do the fancy Casebacks anymore where they have the big, huge EcoDrive logo and the globe etched on the Caseback. At least they don't do that for the North American market. Here's the BENEBiOL strap. I mean, guys, it's all the same. I mean, it's just the exact same as just about any one of these other Promaster 200-meter divers you would get. Like I have the original, I have the ice blue, I have the gray, and of course I have, I think that's it. No, yeah, the original ice blue and gray. All of the ones that I have are on stainless steel bracelets. I don't have a watch in this 200-meter on a strap. All of mine are on stainless steel bracelets. So, I mean, guys, I love this thing. I mean, again, I wish the effect was a little more pronounced. It's still really nice looking. Again, it just doesn't look quite as deep. But, you know, as usual with Citizen, look at the second hand. It is hitting those indexes perfectly. It just amazes me the quality control that Citizen has, guys. I mean, they really are the best in the business at this, and they're definitely the best in the business with any sort of solar-powered watch. Nobody can touch Citizen. That's just a fact. I mean, they are the absolute masters of solar power. Quality control. I just absolutely love Citizen watches. And I really like this one. So let me go ahead and try this thing on. Y'all know it's going to fit on my 8-inch wrist. I don't know why I'm even trying it on, but some of y'all get mad if I don't. So let me go ahead and put this thing on real quick. There we go. As usual, fits great, looks great. These are just fantastic watches, man. All right, let's go ahead and give you a Lume shot, and we'll wrap this video up. Let's go ahead and kill all these lights. And I mean, y'all know what's going to happen. Citizen's Natulite Lume is fantastic. I don't think it's quite as bright as Seiko's Lume Bright, but it's still fantastic Lume. Wow, this thing, it might be a little bright. Holy Moses. It might be a little brighter. Wow. Okay. It's definitely bright. And it looks like that Rehot is Lume too, but it's not. It just looks like it is because all the indexes are glowing pretty brightly. There you go. I mean, just another fantastic diver from Citizen. You know, it's funny. I get comments that people really appreciate when I review Citizen watches. Like they're not one of the mainstream Japanese manufacturers. I've never understood that. They'll say, hey, thanks so much for reviewing Citizen. Do other reviewers not review a lot of Citizen watches? Is that just me, or am I reviewing a lot of Citizen watches and I don't understand why? But anyway, I love Citizen watches. Fantastic looking watches. Of course, you know, the Caseback just tells you, you know, just the basic stats of the watch. Like it's 200 meters water resistant. It gives you the movement number, which is the E168. I think it also says service center on almost all Citizens. right there, if you can see it, it says service. Let me see, what does it say? Yeah, service center repair only. They don't want you cracking open these things by yourself. So whenever you have a problem with a Citizen, go ahead and send it in to a Citizen themselves and have them take care of it. So guys, it's really been about it for this one. You can pick yours up at Citizen for $495. I'll make sure to put that link down there in the description field for you. If you want to wait, I mean, this is a limited edition run of 8,700. So I'm guessing it might take a while for them to sell out of these. So if you want to wait for prices to fall, give it a few months and they'll probably knock off maybe at least a $100 or maybe even $200 off this thing. It might end up only costing you $400 instead of about $600. So do yourself a favor, wait a couple months. These are not going to sell out anytime soon. That's my prediction. I might be wrong. Well, the E365 that I have, they still have a few of these left on their website. So this, I think I reviewed a year or so ago. So if that's any indication, these might take a little while to sell out too. And it's funny that this is the rarest one out of all of these structural ink technology watches. I wonder why they only made 4,500 of these and they made 8,700 of these. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because this is just a bigger watch. I have no idea. Anyway, so guys, again, that's been about it for this one. Pick this up at Citizen for $495. I'll make sure to put that link down there for you. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate it when you do that. And that's been about it for this one. I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.